Hey everybody, welcome back to the B&B. My name is Josh, and I'm joined by my good friend Osiris Graham. Hello.
Hello, I am Osiris.
Hello, Osiris. I'm Josh. Okay.
Nice to meet
Well, we're
you.
doing another one of these. Talking about the things that me and Osiris like to nerd about, which isn't even like anything crazy nerdy. We're just gonna be talking about the D23 stuff. There'll be topics and timestamps in the description below for you to skip around wherever you like. How was your day, buddy?
It was long. I didn't
Yeah,
get
dude,
much
mine
sleep
was
last
so
night.
freaking long.
I woke up late for work. It was a mess. And then I
What
had
work?
to
What work today?
went to the at the daycare,
I see.
and
I see.
then I got there, and then they sent me to the doctors to get a shot. So that sucked.
Like you had to get a shot for yourself
Yeah.
of what?
Well, I had to get a
Unless that's like personal.
tuberculosis test.
Oh, I
I think that's
see.
what it is. TB.
Yeah.
That's tuberculosis, right?
Yep. Sure.
Yeah. Did they put like water in your blood or something?
Don't ask me. Yeah, but you probably do need that. I'm pretty sure that's something I've also done. For me, I was up at like 1:30 in the morning today to drive 30 minutes to freaking the IMAX 70 mil theater here because my friend, shout outs Josh, who is probably not watching this, who wanted to watch Odyssey finally, but he wanted to watch in that format, and that was the only times. So that completely has broken my schedule that I was fixing. And I slept in front of a taco cabana for like 2 hours before I went to work. And then took a big like I don't know, man, 3 4 hour nap when I got home. I was so tired.
Huge.
And then then I watched a couple things which we're gonna talk about. So let's just get into those. Let's start off with Lanterns because both me and you just watched it.
Oh yeah.
What were your thoughts, buddy?
I liked it a lot. I
I did
think
too. I was like, I'm really enjoying this.
it the like Lanterns lead up for me, I was super uninterested when he announced it. And then like okay, kind of more interested the more I heard about it, and then the more trailers I saw, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of getting into it.
To be
And
honest, if we
just a
weren't
steady
recording this,
rise.
wouldn't have watched it. Not that like I was opposed to it or that I just didn't feel like it. It was just something where I was like, if I hear it's really good, I'll probably get to it. But
Yeah.
you know me. When I say I'll get to
Yeah.
something, there's a huge backlog of shit that I
Yeah,
haven't gone
14
to.
years or something.
Hey, but at least this podcast is gonna force me to watch things.
Oh yeah.
And this is one of them. And you had mentioned it last episode about like what the vibe was gonna be like. And that's definitely what this first episode goes for. Small town mystery. Is there possible alien stuff going on? And I really enjoyed it. I thought that we had talked about I don't know if we did. Maybe we did this privately as real friends. About the casting. I know we did. We talked about the casting, and I know there's some people who have like issue that Aaron Pierre is like maybe too pretty boy, and he's not like super dark skin enough to be the Jon Stewart that some people want. But there were certain angles, and I where just the way he looked, I was like, he just looks like the cartoon version, and maybe
Yeah,
because he
for
has a
real.
very cartoony face in like a good way.
Yeah, very
Um,
chiseled.
but I was like, so I had complained about him in the previous episode, complained in quotations, that like the vibe I'd gotten from stuff I'd seen, because I didn't really watch Justice League animated growing up, but the small stuff I did watch, he didn't really interest me as a character. He just felt like a brick.
Yeah.
And he is kind of like that in this, but I think having Hal Jordan to bounce off of, where he's not just like the sole character, is
Yeah.
really smart. And I think Kyle Chandler is really good
Yeah, he's
as
great.
Hal Jordan.
He's awesome.
Yeah. You got any
Super
thoughts
funny.
on those?
Yeah, I think really the only thing that Aaron Pierre needed to bring, like from watching the Justice League animated, like it's not too much in terms of like the character itself. At least I feel that people like that's not why people like Jon Stewart. They kind of like his like standoffishness and his
Hmm.
aura farming, and then seeing that interaction with other characters
Yeah.
is definitely where he shines.
Yeah, because the
Especially
dry. Oh, go ahead.
with those that like oppose him heavily or like are very close to him. Like him and Batman in the animated series are some great
Ah.
moments.
Yeah, I was gonna say like him being able to bounce off like the cockiness and blazing attitude of Hal Jordan by just being like the straight man, dry, like kind of annoyed by everything is quite fun.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I think they did very well like establishing that too with like it's literally their first scene together where
yeah.
he's like, "Yes, sir." Why do I feel like every time he's saying "yes, sir," you mean "fuck you"?
And also,
It's
I'm
great.
happy that it's crass. I'm happy that it's like I didn't know it was gonna be like a rated R
HBO-ified.
show. Yeah. Not that it's
Yeah.
like super gory or like sexual or anything. Although there's some sex in this, for sure. Which we'll see how that plays out. Do you want to talk about like what actually happens, or is that
Yeah,
good
I'm
enough?
down.
Okay. All I do really want to mention is, um, okay. Well, we'll start off with this and see where this conversation goes. But the ending was quite surprising.
Yeah.
So for those who didn't watch this and either don't care or you're just fine with spoilers, we're gonna spoil it.
But you should go watch it. It's great so far. Watch at
it
least episode 1.
yeah at least give it a shot. But it starts off in '96 as Jon Stewart as a kid sees Hal Jordan on TV as Green Lantern, and then it goes to 2016 where it's established that Jon Stewart's now the trainee of Hal Jordan. The whole episode happens, but then right at the end there's another jump to 2026, which I guess is like the Superman year also.
I think Superman is 2025, right?
Okay, but yeah, like it's now quote unquote
But
present
yeah.
day in the universe.
Yeah.
And Hal Jordan's maybe dead? Yeah,
It seems that way
with no ring.
with
And
no
neither does
ring.
Jon Stewart. So yeah, we'll see. It's it's a mystery. But to talk about the plot, there are indeed aliens in this small town, and the aliens possibly mean harm. And do you want to elaborate? Because I personally don't know where any of this is going.
I mean, I don't know a lot of it. I have like certain ribbon. Like I feel like maybe possible that it's not Hal Jordan at the end.
Okay,
Um
that it's
just because like
what's it called? So you mentioned last week that it's possibly Martian Manhunter, and they can
yeah, that
shapeshift.
yeah,
Yeah.
they had mentioned the whatever his race is, Martians probably. Um uh so I can see them doing like a shape-shifting thing cuz I know a lot of the people I've seen talk about it do think that Hal is going to die,
yeah.
but I feel like if they do it this early, I don't know, I feel like that's bold
Yeah.
even if they are going to kill him off.
A little waste
Uh
of potential, possibly.
not even like a waste of potential cuz like they're obviously going to go back um I think
Mhm.
to uh 2016, and also he has like maybe he probably I imagine uploaded his consciousness
Oh
again.
yeah.
Like I feel like
Oh yeah, that saves a lot of
what me and my
things.
dad were talking about is like,
Aw, you watched it with your dad?
yeah, I
Oh, that's
watch
so
a lot of comic
cute.
book stuff with my dad and
Awesome.
Gianna.
Not
Um
my dad. I'm just kidding.
um what we were talking about is like maybe at the point of like a certain point before they find his body, or like there's gonna be like some in between time where we think it's Hal Jordan, but he's actually
Mm.
talking to like the consciousness uploading, something like that. We're also, I mean, it's a lot of mystery. That's kind of the
Yeah, I mean,
point.
there is only one episode, so
That's why I brought up the writers,
go ahead.
because it's. Did you ever watch Ozark?
I know of it, and I
It was
maybe
one of
have.
the writers from that, and then one of the writers who wrote on Lost. and
Uh-oh.
he also did some of
I'm just kidding. Lost started out really
Lost is
good.
great.
I haven't watched it, but I
Um,
just know like it starts off really good and then it kind of comes a little too convoluted and doesn't satisfy a bunch of things. But
you haven't watched
anyways,
Lost?
besides the
I feel
point.
like you'd like Lost,
Yeah,
even
probably.
with how it ends.
Yeah.
And then it's them two, and then a comic writer whose name I'm also forgetting,
Okay,
but he's
that's a
done
solid
like a
team.
bunch of DC comics. So
And I've heard
seeing
Ozark was
that, I'm
really
like,
good.
yeah, I kind of want to. This show made me want to watch more TV
Ah, I know that
because I don't really be watching too
yeah,
much TV.
when I was watching it, same thing. I don't watch bunch of series. But I forgot there was like a certain moment where I was just like, I'm quite enjoying this, and I'm glad now I'll have like a weekly thing to follow like this, because I haven't had that in a while, and I
Yeah,
haven't personally watched a superhero show in a good while, and I was like, this is like what a good superhero show feels like. Um, so yeah, that was fun to watch. And I'm quite looking forward. I mean,
yeah, very much so.
there's always the worry with shows that it starts off really good and then just ends terribly. But
Do you have any
let's not be pessimistic.
outstanding like ideas of where the show's going, or not really?
No, to be honest. So because I didn't watch the trailer, even though you even mentioned it last week, I still haven't watched
Yeah,
it. But yeah, it's gonna start to do a bunch more alien stuff, and the only comic thing I really know about Martian Manhunter and that and something related to his species and a certain saga in the comics is the whole like White Martian saga. Do you know what I'm talking about?
no.
I really hope I'm right. I'm kind of pulling out of my butt right now. Yeah, we're not like comic
Your
heads that
word
like
is
know
gospel
everything.
to me. Yeah,
Or
not really for DC.
um but it's kind of similar to wow, this could be so wrong and this could be really bad.
No, I'm here for it.
It's like
Say it
kind of
with your
similar
chest.
to like how Secret Invasion there was the scrolls that came down and they like assimilate into the world and some are bad, blah blah
Yeah,
blah blah blah. Similar to that, but definitely like a different kind of story is like yeah, there's Martians, they can shapeshift into people, um, and they also form like a big opposition to the Justice League at one point in the comics. So I don't know how in depth they are going to go in terms of like for example, the show will end and just a bunch of Martians are like on Earth and that's a bad thing, or like
yeah.
it
They
reveals that
secret invasion
yeah. Let's hope they don't do a secret invasion in the
it.
sense that it just becomes effing terrible. um, but yeah, that's the only thing I'm leaning towards. I don't really have a clue what the whole William Macon guy is. Like, I don't really know what that's gonna do,
Yeah,
like
that's
conflict
crazy.
wise.
I feel like it's definitely intentional that they're casting people that are old but look young.
Oh yeah, Dipper's
um,
in this. I was like, oh, that's Dipper from Gravity Falls.
yeah, like yeah, that is really interesting because like, why are the aliens after them? And they said they were after the. Well, it sounded like
He said
what's his
revenge.
name? Yeah,
Um,
but he said like the Guardian, like he was criticizing the Guardians, um, like the ones who give out the Green Lanterns. It sounded like to
I
me
see,
at
I
least because he
see.
was like, protecting,
Oh yeah,
you're serving someone who says they're protecting or
yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
He was kind of just
So I
making
was
fun of the whole
wondering,
system.
yeah. So I maybe they're like in cahoots with or borrowing ideas from Sinestro or
Yeah,
something like that, maybe.
could
Because I know
be. I
he
was like, yeah, I
is
forgot. This
supposed to
could be
be
a
in
lot more
this.
cosmic than what you might think of at first. We shall see.
But yeah, I love it. I love the 10-year whole 10-year gap thing.
Mhm.
Um,
How'd you think the goatee looked at the end?
the goatee at the end.
John Stewart's goatee, or not goatee,
Oh,
whatever this
yeah,
is
yeah,
called.
his I liked it.
Yeah, it's
I
okay.
think you're not a fan?
It's okay.
What about his turtleneck? I saw people were excited about that.
I like the turtleneck.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
All
It's
right.
awesome.
I think that's
Good
all I
show.
have for the show so far. If you're
Good
still
show,
listening
and
to
it's gonna be
this,
perfect all the
give it a
way through.
chance. Yep, 10 out of 10 every episode. Probably not. We'll see though.
We'll
But
see.
I'm just excited to see more of their dynamic and just how much this will connect to like the overall universe. Um,
Yeah, because I think both Guy Gardner and Jon Stewart are confirmed for the next Superman movie, right?
Jeez, how many people are going to be in this movie?
Dude, 80,000 at least.
um,
Let's go through real
yeah,
quick.
we'll see.
Superman, Supergirl, Blue Beetle, 2 Green Lanterns.
Oh yeah, you only have
Uh,
about 7,000 or no, 79,000 to go. Oh man. We'll see. I mean, I'm very curious to see how James Gunn like wants to put it how much he wants to put in shows relative to the movies and how much he wants to be like, well, you should have watched Lanterns to understand to understand
yeah,
this
I am
thing, which I don't
interested
think he'll
because,
do, but
but I
who
mean,
knows?
the things with Peacemaker, like it's definitely, and even Creature Commandos, like there's definitely, you haven't seen Creature Commandos, huh?
Nah, but I know like Rick Flag's dad's in it.
Do you know other characters in
No.
it? Okay, I won't spoil it then, but like there's definitely like some things that just relate by virtue of them being mentioned and like
Okay.
should be in upcoming projects addressed, but we'll see.
All right.
Um
We'll see. Time will tell. As
and
long as
like
we stay alive.
I mean like Supergirl was very connected to Superman.
Yeah, for sure.
And so if he's going by that, Peacemaker, I feel like it doesn't seem super connected, but he also said like um very directly like the ending of Peacemaker is pretty impactful for a
Interesting.
lot of the future of the DCU.
I think he'll just do it where like you don't necessarily have to, but if you do, it does a lot.
Yeah,
Versus
I agree.
Marvel, it was like you could and you'd understand this thing more, but it doesn't like really matter.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that in a bit. Is that everything for Lanterns, buddy?
I think that's all I had.
I've thrown out buddy like 3 times already. I don't know if I like that. It's a little
We're
too. It's
buddies.
a little. Okay, we'll move on. To go from something that we did enjoy to something that I think we both thought was terrible. We both watched Camp Rock 3. I okay, I didn't hate it, but it's pretty garbage.
Yeah, it's not very good. But I was thinking it over. I think it's better than the Jonas Brothers Christmas movie.
Ooh, I think there's more heart to this one than the Jonas Brothers Christmas movie, which is just like, why not? We're the Jonas Brothers. Let's just do a Christmas
Yeah.
movie. Versus this, at least it's like there is still a level of soullessness in it, but it's at least
Oh,
like
definitely.
there's at least like a message of friendship and
Yeah.
showing your personality type of thing. Um, we don't have to go super in depth on this. I mean, we don't need to roast a kids movie that isn't made for us, but nor do I'm like gonna roast the actors or anything, which I think they all do fine. Um,
Yeah, I think some of them are pretty talented.
ooh, name them and name the ones who
Um,
aren't. No, I'll play.
no, I'll DM them and not say it publicly.
There's a part in the script that's like it's giving effort, and I was like, if only that was applied to the movie, because
Yeah.
okay, the songs. There's only maybe like 3 new songs in this,
Yeah, it's not a lot. I
and
was very surprised by that.
they recycle maybe 3 from the first and second ones. I don't know. I my memory of the second one isn't great, but I was like, okay, that's already like kind of lame. Well,
Yeah,
and then the
I
ones that
immediately
aren't in
thought,
it,
I'm like, that's definitely like a short production schedule
yeah.
type
Oh,
of thing.
actually, I forgot. They all have like a solo at the end, so that's like 4 different songs. Not counting
Yeah, I
that.
guess,
In
but
terms
they're
of like
like 20
actual movie
seconds each.
songs, yeah, yeah. In terms of actual movie songs, did you think that they were good?
The new ones,
Yeah.
I thought most of them sucked, and the ones that didn't suck Well, I think
They
even
just
though
felt
they
like
sucked,
generic
they
Disney
were
slop.
sometimes fun. I
Yeah,
mean,
they're
it
not
was better
bad.
than other decom songs. Like
Yeah.
I think Descendants music is booty, but everyone likes it. I think Zombies is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Um, so
Did you
it's
actually
like,
watch that?
yeah, I went through, you know, The Yard, right? The
Yeah,
podcast.
they
Yeah,
watch it.
they did a they did a decom rewatch series, or
Wow.
not even rewatch, but watch series,
I
and so
mean,
I would watch
yeah, I
that.
mean, if that's your job, you might as well just draw from anything that might suck for fun. Um, yeah, I thought the songs were pretty generic, not really interesting. They're not terrible. There's two bits in this that are just recycled versions of better movies. So there's the Pitch Perfect audition scene that was already
Yeah,
on Twitter that blew up where they play my music and it's pretty bad. Just not a good bit, really.
yeah,
Um,
not very funny, not very fun to listen to.
and the other one that I thought of was when they're all on the bus and they just spontaneously make a song together. That's just the first scene of Lemonade Mouth, but way worse.
Yeah, literally. I
um,
watched it with Joshleen and Leona and Isaac, and I started singing. Was it
come on,
Turn Up
come
the
on.
Music?
Yeah, dude. And again, this isn't a roasting of their actors. But I honestly was audibly like convulsing anytime the romance was going on. I was just like, "Ugh!
Yeah.
Ugh! Why are you looking at each other like that? This is way too forced. I don't like this at all. um,
Yep.
it's just. Yeah, I don't like it. Not a good movie. The Jonas Brothers are like very shoehorned in this. Like,
Yeah, not
why
at all.
are pop stars going to a kids summer camp to get their opening act? That doesn't really make sense. Their assistant or manager person, who's like the main adult lead in this, very blah. No offense to her.
I agree.
Um,
I think one of the worst performances of the movie for me.
okay.
Bottom
um,
5 for sure.
yeah, and she's probably not. Okay, I won't go for it. Mrs. Russo's in this. I think she's pretty great. She doesn't have much to do besides be just a
Yeah, they
mom
brought
in
her back.
this.
That was fun.
And by Mrs. Russo, I mean Mitchie's mom from the first one. The scene where Mitchie comes back, spoiler alert,
Whoa, you can't just drop it like
it
that.
just felt very
bro.
stale, like no
Yeah,
chemistry
definitely.
between them. And obviously, I know in real life they possibly have like some beef going on. But
Oh,
I don't really want to
really?
get into that.
Wait, her and
This
her mom?
no, no, no. I'm talking about the Jonas
Oh,
Brothers and oh shoot, yeah, I did clear that up. She's fine when it's the mom. When she's talking to the Jonas Brothers, it's like really weird,
oh, really?
chemistry wise. In my opinion, it just felt like, hey, we're in this. Let's read some lines and get this done. um,
Also,
yeah,
Mitchie and Shane definitely broke up, right?
I guess, yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
And then at the end, he's just like, "So, see you next summer."
He's
I'm
like,
like, "Sure, you will." I'm so sure. That's the type of thing that you say to someone that you're definitely not trying to see ever again.
yeah. Bro, just put hags.
um, but yeah, if there are kids listening to this, if you enjoyed it, good for you. Just know we had it better, and that's not us being nostalgic. That's just the truth. It's
It's the
okay.
truth.
Obviously, you can go back and watch Camp Rock 1, Camp Rock 2, and find a bunch of corny things and think it's stupid. To me, there's no contest as to what is a better quality movie. This was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Moving on. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Um, I'll end it by saying Camp Rock 1 also kind of sucks. Not as bad, but it's a lot worse than 2. All right, we can go ahead.
But speaking of Disney, the whole point of us getting together for this episode, besides us just being friends, is D23 happened over the weekend, and a lot of announcements happened related to the Disney properties. So Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, you name it. So we're just gonna talk about a good amount of them, not all of them, because some of them we don't care about. At least I just didn't feel like we needed to talk about everything. We're not like what's it called? Journalists. Yeah, we're not. We're definitely not that, as
I
evidenced by
am.
the first 20 minutes of this. Um, so yeah, what did I write down first? Okay, so before we get into some of the more individual like studios, some of the bigger corporation Disney movies got announced. So we can start off with Frozen 3. Are you a Frozen guy? Do you think they're good?
Um, I mean, I had a 3-year-old sister when Frozen 1 came out.
Mm-hmm.
So by proxy, yeah. But I
Okay.
kind of forgot about it by
I
the
wa-
time Frozen 2 came out, and I think
Frozen.
Frozen 2 isn't very good.
Oh, okay. So Frozen 1 was 2013, so I was 12. So that's still like a
Was it 2013?
I
Okay,
think
I
so.
got that wrong then. I don't think Gianna was 3 by then.
So even younger.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was probably a thing where like you bought it like for your
Yeah,
house
put
like
it
later
on to
on.
shut
Yeah.
her up.
But yeah, I was 12, so I was technically of age to still watch it, but I think maybe I was like in a certain 12-year-old mindset, like, ew, that's for girls. So I think I watched it like years later. Um, and then my opinion of that movie, the first one, I was like, this is fine. It's decent kids movie. I don't think it's that great.
I
Like
think it's pretty good.
compared to like other like Disney princess stuff and other like big staples of the
Hmm.
Disney um corporation. I say okay. It's definitely like a very solid movie. But for example, I think Tangled's better. I think Moana's better.
Yeah, I mean Tangle's the goat.
Which is
What was the second
maybe
one you said?
yeah, I was like, which is maybe something you would debate against. I think Moana's
Wait, what was
better.
the second?
I
Oh,
think Moana's
Moana.
better than Frozen.
Ooh.
We don't have to do this. um,
I just rewatched Moana.
yeah.
It's a good movie.
Okay.
Frozen.
um, but yeah, I okay. I guess we're gonna talk about Frozen. It's like fairly predictable, and the songs are catchy, but okay, yeah. Besides the point, Frozen 1 solid. Let's get that out of the way. Frozen 2, I actually enjoyed. I think it's
Frozen
fine.
solid.
I only remember the one main song. I know Olaf has that one song that's pretty
Which
fun.
one? Oh, the
Yeah,
yeah.
that one. Good job, buddy. Thank you for that. And
Shout out Panic at the Disco and Weezer.
oh yeah, he did do a cover of that before his career like seemingly just went completely down the drain.
Yeah, that's crazy. Where'd he go?
I don't know anything about Brendan Urie really. I know people don't like him for whatever reason. And apparently he can't really sing anymore. Besides the
Oh,
point.
that's sad.
Um,
He's great.
sorry, Brendan Urie, if you're watching this, prove us wrong.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Sing with me. I love Pas de Cheval, bro.
is that the album?
Nope, that's a song.
That's a song. Okay, I just
Yeah.
assumed that was the album because it doesn't matter. Frozen 2. So you said you don't think it's very good. In what way? That it's like corny, boring.
Contrived and boring.
Ooh, contrived. I actually, yeah. If I remember the plot, which not really, which kind of says something about that movie. It's like it expands on the universe a little bit, but not like in a way that's like, oh, this makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's
Um,
nonsensical and not very interesting to me.
yeah, I
Which,
can't.
like, you gotta have one in my head.
It go because there's like basically it reveals stuff about like the whole mysticism behind her powers and like the trolls in the universe, and then it
Yeah.
also dives a little more into like the history of the actual kingdom. And to be honest, yeah, not super memorable from what I remember. Do I know
Yeah.
anything about Frozen 3? Not really. Again, not
seems
journalists, but I saw one picture and they looked interesting. I guess, but
It's
yeah.
the kind of synopsis that I saw is like there's another ice queen that's like I don't know, messing with them or something, or like
Ugh.
threatening them or something.
Maybe she's
I
like
don't know.
the original
I've
power
seen
of
people
ice.
being like, "Oh, it's a third sister, and they lost her on the boat."
Nah.
Hope
I
not.
mean,
That'd be awful.
there's the theory that Tarzan's their sibling. You know that one?
Yeah, I have seen that.
And
They should have done a movie on that.
yeah, let's get Tarzan singing. Um, just kidding. Let's just get Phil Collins
Get
back. Why not?
Yeah, Phil Collins.
But
Dude,
yeah.
Phil Collins on Frozen?
Nah, that
That'd be
guy's like
so
that
tough.
guy's super old, and I don't think he's doing well health wise. So, well wishes to Phil Collins.
Phil Collins, if you're watching this, we stand with
um.
you.
Anyways, your daughter's really pretty, by the way. Anyways, Frozen 3. Are you excited? Do you think it'll be better than
No.
Frozen 2? Yeah, I'm not. I feel nothing.
Hopefully.
But money. And honestly, a lot of these announcements, besides maybe one or two, I'm just like, yeah, this is a bad look, Disney. Which we'll get to. So, more Disney announcements. Zootopia 3. Did you like Zootopia 2? Just came out last year.
I thought it was fine.
Fine. So as in
Yeah.
like it's fine, but like not good, or
Yeah, in
Okay.
like a sense that didn't necessarily need to be made type of thing.
okay. I personally think it's good. I think it's decent. I think the first one's a better movie. And I do like what the second one has to say. I think the animation's good. I think the characters are presented in a way that like they feel like actual progressions and they're developing beyond
Yeah.
what they are in the first one. Is it super good? That's starting to stretch it out a bit. I don't think it was as funny either. Besides
Oh,
maybe
definitely
one
not.
besides maybe one bit. But I like Zootopia. For purely movie reasons, purely cinematic reasons. But I'm excited to see more.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't say the same for me. I could take it or leave it.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not like, oh yeah, it's fine. I'm so glad they announced it, but it's just like, I'd be fine with it.
I think I feel this like about Zootopia 3 the same I felt about Zootopia 2, which is the same I felt about what's it called? The Pixar movie Emotions. What is it? Inside Out
Emotions,
2.
Inside Out 2. I see.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, honestly,
Where
just
like I was very
good.
not impressed by them wanting to make or not enthralled by them wanting to make another one, and then they dropped it and it's like pretty good, but also I don't really care. So
Yeah, I mean, just slapping a number on a famous movie, it does have that connotation, especially when it's Disney, and that's how I feel about certain things. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, what's this gonna be? And other times
yeah.
it's like this, where it's like, I mean, yeah, I guess it's to me it which we'll speak on probably when we talk about some of the Pixar stuff, where it's like they have they're like in their boardroom, they have their IPs listed everywhere, and they're like, okay, which one could we do? And
Which one could we do?
they take one out and they're like, okay, let's make a sequel, put the number on it, and then let's come up with a story. And that's
And
what
let's write the story in
Yeah.
15 minutes, and that's
Yeah.
all we have to go
and that's
by.
what a lot of these feel like, versus sometimes it's like, okay, if certain people are coming back, maybe they like had an idea that they really liked and they wanted to explore. But
Yeah.
I don't know if that's fully true for what we're saying. But to speak on Zootopia 3, the only thing I know about it is that it's going to introduce birds. So the
Yeah,
last one
bird
introduced
town.
reptiles, and this one's going to introduce birds. I don't
The
see
air
like
temple.
yeah, I guess. I don't see like what the different kind of plot is going to be, because similar to if it's just like, oh, there's also another species, where the frick have the
And
birds
don't be
been?
racist to them either.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just, I don't know. Or maybe these ones you can be racist to. No, I'm playing.
Yeah. Wingheads.
Beak brain, or whatever the frick slur they'll come up with. I don't really need to talk about anything else besides that. Who knows? Maybe Nick and Nick and Judy will have children in this one.
That'd be
Ooh,
crazy.
sexy.
I don't think they want to introduce interspecies breeding.
Oh, actually, yeah, that'd be
Zootopia.
that'd be a little bit of an extra thing to think about besides birds.
Zootopia 4 mutation.
You can be racist to mixed breeds. No, okay. Let's move on. Lilo and Stitch 2. Just not good. The first one.
Yeah,
We've
so
talked about
sad.
it multiple times. Funnily enough, in this podcast, I guess it's like a staple in our friendship now.
Yeah,
It's one of our core memories
makes
as
sense.
friends.
It's one we all seen together.
Yep, we hated it. Love the memory, hate the movie. Um, it's just a very bad and sad, like, not portrayal, but like adaptation of the animated stuff we got as kids. And it did really well, which we talked about, which sucks. So this is why we're getting a second one. And I guess you can only hope for better. They're adding Pink Stitch. I forgot what they call her, Angel.
Angel
Who knows? Maybe
481, I think.
yeah. I
Something
don't.
like that.
I don't really
I mean,
have anything to say about this
I
movie.
saw it as a kid, but I don't remember nothing about it. But also, like, it seems interesting. Like, Lilo and Stitch makes sense. It's been a while. That was a clear hit. Lilo
Yeah,
and Stitch 2, not a lot of people really liked.
like the
So it's
movie, like the
interesting
animated
that they're
movie.
yeah, the animated
Yeah,
one.
I don't really fully
So
remember
it's
it.
yeah, maybe.
If they are just doing like a live action version of that, or they're like completely changing it,
That's what I'm
because I
assuming
mean
it
they
is.
have to change it because Jumba's just bad.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And is Angel's also kind of technically like a love interest for Stitch?
Yeah.
So I mean, if they wanted, I guess they're gonna do that for this one. But I don't know. Stitch in
I
the
don't
live
know.
action is also way less like. There's way less character to him, I'd say.
Yeah,
So it
he's
just won't
more
be as
dog
interesting.
than sentient being.
So yeah, honestly, I think we're just pulling stuff out of our butts. This isn't gonna be good, and I don't want to talk
I
about it
probably
anymore.
won't watch it.
Yeah. Maybe we
Unless y'all
must.
are
Yeah,
here when
maybe
it
we
happens
must.
to come out and it's the only thing in theaters.
Who knows? Maybe it's really good.
That'd be so crazy.
I doubt it.
It's like Avatar level CGI.
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about that one. There were other Disney announcements. Ice Age, Princess
Who
Diaries,
cares?
some
Didn't watch the second one.
some
Hex,
other
who cares, bro? Clay, shut up, man. No one cares.
Clay. Hey, dude, some of these haven't even come back. We don't even know what they are yet. But yeah, we'll just wait until those are like closer to coming out. Some of them have like maybe interesting casts, maybe interesting ideas, but until Disney proves that like their original stuff is like worth seeing, I don't really feel like talking about any of these.
I
Is there one that you did want to
think
talk
I
about?
agree. I'm surprised you didn't want to talk about the Tangled live action.
I don't know. I just didn't care, but
Yeah, I
we
think it
can.
looks like boot. I think Milo is that his name? Milo Manheim
Yeah.
and the girl that I'm forgetting the name of. I think they look awful. I think Catherine Hahn is the best live action remake casting ever.
Oh, okay. Ever.
I think she'll be so good.
That's Mother Gothel.
Yeah.
I mean, so to clarify, everyone, they're doing a Tangled live action, and then at D23, they didn't show a trailer or anything, but they just showed like, hey, we're
They
on
showed, like,
set and we're in our
stills.
costumes and we're having so much fun. And I don't really know much about either of them. I know Milo Manheim's in Zombies, so I know you're a big fan of those, so you can speak more on. You can speak more on.
Oh, that's who he is.
Is that
I
not
saw
him?
him in Camp Rock 3, and
Yeah.
I was like, why does he look so familiar? And I know the name of Milo Manheim.
I mean, I think he
That's
looks
funny.
fine. I know he can sing. And then the girl, I think her name's like Tara or Tara something. Let's look this up again. Not journalists. Rapunzel live action actress.
Actress girl.
Her name is Tegan Croft, And
Oh
I
yeah,
only
TV
know
Raw.
that she was Raven in the Titans live action series that was on like
Oh
CW.
yeah,
And you
she
know,
was. She's. I guess that makes
yeah,
sense.
and you know, I don't know her. I personally am not like what's it called, a stickler for, oh, they don't look enough like the blah blah blah. I maybe they'll be fine. But in terms of like how I feel about the live action, just feels soulless to me. um
Yeah.
and I'm sure like the actors like Milo and Tegan, they genuinely probably have like a passion to want it to
Oh, I'm
go
sure.
well, and like they probably like are very happy with their role, so they're gonna try and they're gonna do their best. But will it like at all be as like have as much personality as the animated one? There's like literally no way.
Yeah,
You're
no
gonna
chance.
have to make the horse like somehow be more than just a
Yeah.
horse.
I
um
didn't even think
you're
about
gonna
the
have to make your
animals.
chameleon be somehow more than just a chameleon. uh
Dang, this is gonna suck. That's sad.
and like people were like really roasting like how they look. That one I'm also not a huge stickler for, because it's just like a little like, hey, we're doing this, like it's gonna look better like once everything's edited and they're gonna brush up
Yeah, for
everything.
sure.
But yeah, it's just not gonna have any personality or heart into it, probably, in my opinion. And that's a pretty scathing review for a movie I said I didn't care about. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I love Tangled, the original, so we'll always have that.
We'll
Yeah, you should
always have
just.
Tangled.
Actually, I was about to say you should just made a second one. Actually, no, just leave it alone. There's also that. You could just
I
leave it
would have
alone.
minded a second one.
Yeah, I mean, if you come up with something good.
I think as a
Um,
kid, I definitely probably wanted a second one.
yeah, it's funny. The songs are good. It's a good romance. It's just great. Maybe the best,
It
one of the
is.
best Disney princess ones, for sure. One of my favorites personally. But yeah, is
I
there any
agree.
other thing that was on the slate
Real
of Disney
quickly,
stuff? Yeah,
Oswald, I'm looking forward to.
yeah. I was gonna maybe
Um,
touch on that. I'm looking forward to it because it's Jon Favreau, who likes to be passionate about things,
yeah, he does things that he likes to do, which is awesome.
and if you don't know who Oswald is, it's not the octopus, even though the octopus is great. I love that guy.
I love that
It's
guy.
the rabbit that was actually before Mickey Mouse. That just like didn't really take off like in terms of being a memorable character. And I
Yeah,
guess Jon Favreau's like, well, we can do something interesting with him,
he
and so they're
likes him.
doing
He
a
probably
three.
played Epic Mickey
Yeah, so they're
for
doing
the
a
Wii.
3-part miniseries. Don't know what that will fully entail in terms of like length, and like if that means it's gonna branch off into seasons worth of stuff or like whatever
Yeah, I
they're
don't
going
know.
for. I don't really know anything about this character, but if it's a passion project, it's doing 2D animation, which is always awesome. You
Yeah,
can always hope for the best for something like this, and it's stuff like this where it's like, yeah, as much as it's a risk for Disney, and I get why they don't do it, they should just be doing these things rather than
I'm
slapping
saying they have
numbers.
unlimited money glitch. Give
uh,
us one Lilo and Stitch 2 and then like 10 Oswalds.
but speaking of slapping numbers onto things, we can go into the Pixar section, right? We're good on all those?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's start off with Incredibles 3. So, I'm somebody who loves Incredibles, one of my favorite movies ever. It's in my 4 favorites because I genuinely think that movie probably shaped my interest towards like superheroes and just loving animation. And it was one of the DVDs that we would have, and so I just watched it a bunch. So I love that movie. The second one came out. I get why people complain. I think it's fine. It's not like anything great, but I think it's just like, since I love the first one, it's just fun to be in that universe again. And
Yeah.
it's very straight, like by the book. Like here's a different way of, or here's like a new way of adding conflict to this universe, and basically doing the same thing with our characters. Now,
Mhm.
this one, I'm a little bit more like, okay, I'm pretty sour on this because it just seems like it's doing the same thing again.
Yeah.
So, all that we know so far is that apparently Bob is washed and like is like not a good superhero anymore, which is literally the first one, and then the second one it's best a different take on that where he has to be a dad. So it's just
Yeah,
gonna be the same thing. And then they also said that it also talks about, or it's also gonna focus on the kid heroes trying to like be trying
like
to
prove
yeah
themselves
prove
as
themselves as real
heroes,
heroes. I'm like,
which is
so
also
which
the
is
first
literally
one.
what is the first and second one also. So what the hell, Pixar?
Yeah,
And I'm
especially
yeah,
like
go ahead.
since it's not Brad Bird, also that
Yeah,
leaves a sour taste.
and I think he's just produced like he's still like part of it, but like in a producer role. But what does that really mean? Not much, I
Yeah,
guess, for this one. So
especially like the way he's talking about his new movie and like those press appearances where he's like, "Yeah, we couldn't do this with Disney."
oh
It's
yeah,
like, okay,
I forgot he has that one
that's
for
not a
Netflix
good
coming out.
sign. Yeah,
So it's just like yeah, this one I'm not really feeling that great
not
on,
feeling all.
which is not which is not fun being somebody who likes Incredibles. Because like that world is quite cool. It's like retro, it's stylized, it's superheroes. You could come up with so you could just like instead of trying to make I mean, you probably shouldn't do this, but like instead of trying to just like make like how Incredibles was like a take on, mundane life of like a midlife crisis, but in the lens of superheroes. You could just start drawing from like actual comic storylines and like incorporate that in an interesting way in this universe. Maybe you shouldn't do that, and it should be like its own like way of commentating like real life type of thing. But all this to say, whatever idea that is about to happen is just pretty lame compared to like what you could do with this universe.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree.
I don't really have much else to say besides that. I hope it's good, but the 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 hopes are low. As to
Yeah,
whether
we'll
it will be.
see.
Um,
We'll see if Peter Sohn can go 2 for 3.
oh, he's directing.
Yeah, he's directing,
So
and
he's
I don't
done.
know if he's writing on it.
So he's done Good Dinosaur, which is
Good Dinosaur,
pretty boring.
boring.
Not
Looks
terrible.
great.
It's pretty boring. Um,
And Elemental, which I'm not the biggest fan of.
and I am. Okay. You know what? No, I still have not have I still don't have high hopes for this. But prove me wrong, Peter, if you're watching this, which you're not. Um,
Could be.
because if it well, Elemental, as much as I like it, it's very flawed. And I see why a lot of people don't like it. And the saving grace for that movie is because I like the romance in it, and that's like a make or break for that movie. But if that's the only thing he did like solidly well with that movie, that's not really a thing for Incredibles in terms of like romance, unless that's what this third movie is, which is probably not. Um, so yeah, good luck. Uh, no offense that we
Look,
kind of just
Peter.
have low hopes for what you're gonna put out, but prove us wrong. Next we have Coco 2. I'll let you take this since you're Mexican.
Okay, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't
Do you like
really
the first
have
one?
too much to say on this. I love the first one. I
You're
think
like,
it
oh my god,
was
that's me
great
on
at the time.
screen. I'm playing.
Literally. Dude, I had that haircut.
The first
I
one,
was never that skinny
the bowl
though.
cut.
Yeah.
Oh, you did have that one. Uh,
Um
Continue.
yeah, I think
Sorry.
I think that that Pixar moment is like
Top.
top 10 for
Yeah.
sure, maybe top 5 for me.
You mean the Recuérdame?
The ending.
Yeah,
The
it's
dude,
very good.
I his voice is great.
Mm-hmm.
And like even talking about like effort and heart, all the behind the scenes stuff that was
Yeah.
coming out, and like they would show trailers with people playing the guitar, like motion capturing the guitar movements, which is like they don't have to do that. No one actually cares, but it's cool that they did.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's great. That said, I don't really care for a second one.
This one is just like, again, what we were talking about a while ago. They went through their IPs. They were like, oh, we haven't done this one in a while.
Yeah.
Also, Hispanics are trending right now. Let's try to tackle that market and
Are
be
we?
and be in good and be in good standing with them. So let's just do Coco again and come up with a plot. And all we know about the plot is that I
He's
guess
older.
he's older with a terrible haircut. um, he's gonna
Which
go
is
back.
pretty accurate. I know a lot of Mexican kids around that age with bad haircuts.
Okay. Well, besides that part of the plot, they're going back to the land of the dead, and he has to team up maybe with Ernesto de la Cruz, aka the spoiler alert, the villain of the first one, um, and do something. And he's gonna see his grandma again,
Yeah,
and
it seemed like they were kind of being like
this time his mom
Ernesto
dies.
is trying to get revenge or something.
Oh yeah, I don't. Who knows? And look, we probably like not on recording wise, but we probably said very similar things to Toy Story 5, and then we're delightfully surprised that Toy Story 5 had like a very heartwarming story to tell at the end of the day. So who knows? Maybe Coco will tap into some of that magic of the first one and somehow still be quite heartwarming, but yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. Um the songs probably won't be as good. There'll probably be one decent one. Um
I like I think every song in Coco.
yeah.
So if they get even close, I'm happy.
We'll see. And I think that's all. Oh no. So something
And I
that.
hope it's funny.
Oh yeah, we'll see about that. That's always hit or miss.
I think
Um,
Coco's very funny.
I gotta rewatch it. Just to see how much I do like that movie because I for sure do. But just to see if it'll get me crying. But yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Just sure. I guess sure Disney, sure Pixar. But
Sure.
at least they announced something that's not just a number attached to an older movie of theirs. There's a new movie that they're gonna put out called Ghost, and all they did was like a 30-second little animated snippet of the main character being like, "Hey, this is gonna be a movie about hunting ghosts and blah blah blah." And the kid has personality. The animation style is different from other recent stuff. He doesn't have Pixar face.
Yeah.
I love the lighting in it, which is like always what I love about Pixar animation, that they like just get all that shading correct and it's very detailed. So just off these 30 seconds alone, what did you think?
Yeah, I think I really like that kid.
Yeah.
I think
And I don't even like
they
children, but I was
casted him
like,
well
that's a good
for
personality already.
yeah, he's very current,
Mm-hmm.
which is hard to do in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in like a spot that's like kind of made for Instagram. They definitely could have fumbled that.
Yeah.
But I was pleasantly surprised. And
The plot's
him kind of
interesting.
being like, this is Pixar's first ghost movie.
Yeah.
And like kept saying that, and like him being like, not the kind to like keep you up at night. I don't know. It seems fun.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
So that's what I was gonna say. Like at least it's like a new aspect of supernatural stuff that like, or how do I describe it? But basically, like Pixar has dived into or dove into emotions. It's done the soul thing. It's done the afterlife. It's done monsters. So yeah, just to have like a new type of take on like another fantastical aspect of the world of their world. I'm excited, and I can only hope the best because we want original stuff to do well. And who knows? We'll be back in 10 years, being like, I remember Ghost One. It was so good. Why are they doing Ghost Two? um,
Also,
but
it's
yeah,
called Ghost Market. I don't
Ghost
know if you.
Market. I see.
Yeah,
Ghost Market. Interesting.
yeah.
What I wonder what the market aspect's gonna be.
The plot, I already forgot it, but it's like he's like traveling to Hawaii. That kid.
Okay.
He's like from Chicago, I think,
Okay.
which is funny to
Just
me.
the kid by himself.
No, I assume, I don't know. Maybe he is
Okay.
a
Follows
Pixar style
Kyle.
orphan.
Aspiring content creator, focused on doing a vacation to Hawaii. Um, and then he runs into a market that serves lost spirits stuck between life and death. And that just
Hmm.
opens the door for Pixar having another take on like grief and being old, and which is what I think their studio did best, where basically it's a kids movie, but within this kids movie there's a message that can span any age of life and still be really
Yeah.
meaningful. So I really hope that that's what this movie is. And I don't know anybody behind the making of it, like team wise. Do you? Um,
No, I didn't look into it at all.
let's go look right now. Uh, if I can do this really quick without it sounding super slow on the podcast. Um, Trevor
Trevor
Jimenez and Jesse
Jimenez.
Andrews, Canadian filmmaker. Um, and he did a short film, which is another sad thing Pixar hasn't done in a while. I was gonna say this for Toy Story when we were talking about it. There's no more short films that they do before the movie. It's quite sad. Um, but hey, if he's worked for Pixar before, got nominated for best short film, I hope the best for you, buddy. And
He's a story artist for Rio, the Lorax, Finding Dory, Coco, Soul,
oh
and
wow,
Ice Age: Dawn of the Dinosaurs.
and this comes
Interesting.
out March 10th of 28. Um, so there's only one Pixar movie next year, which is the cat one, which they didn't really talk about during this. Um, but hopefully that one's
And
good
it's
too,
the
because it's also
same.
original.
It's the same writer as Luca and Hoppers.
Ah, did you like Luca?
So I like Luca.
Luca's very
I think
nice.
it's like upper probably half of Pixar movies.
Yeah, it's very pleasant and nice.
Yeah.
Hoppers, it's good. Well, okay, it's good, but I have my gripes with that movie. Um,
Same.
yeah, we don't need to get into this. But at least
That's another
I'll
episode,
say
a Pixar only
I saw
episode.
Pixar's on the come up. Yeah, would
I
you?
think so. Yeah.
Since
They
they went back into doing more original stuff, and the more recent stuff, they've been received pretty well. Um, and as much as Toy Story 5 is probably a cash grab, at least it's good. Um,
yeah.
so with the next two being both originals, I can only hope the best. And also, when we were talking about Coco, I was going to mention, so Pixar had their great early phase of basically a decade of great movies, and then they had that little rough period with like Brave and Good Dinosaur, which were just a lot more not really as good. I know people like
Yeah.
love Cars too. We're not going to get into
I
that.
love Cars
We're not
too.
going to get into that.
So
But then it kind of had like a renaissance with like Coco, Inside Out. There's another one I'm missing in that little section. But then it kind of fell back into not necessarily mediocrity, but again just being a lot more mixed. So what could possibly happen is we'll have this like really good phase again of Pixar movies, and then once it gets to like Incredibles 3 and and Coco 2, it's just back to slop. But let's hope not. All right, that's enough for Pixar. Um,